Hello, Libra, and thank you for joining me today for your September of 2020 ASMR for Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising Placement Tarot Forecast. The first thing that I would like for you to do is any negative attachments that you've been holding on to, whether that's hurt feelings, sickness, any emotional strain, hatred, anger, any of those negative emotions and feelings, I'd like for you to wad them up into a tight ball and send them right here into the candle flame. There we go. Great job. Awesome. You can see the little wisps of smoke as it burns away. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All right, so the deck that I'm going to be using this time is the Initiatory Tarot of the Golden Dawn. Oh, I've been having trouble with my Zoom. Sorry. Anyway, you'll just have to imagine it for now. Sorry about that. Maybe my Zoom will wake back up again when we start the reading. Libra, what is going on for you in the month of September? I know some of you toward the end of the month will be having birthdays, so to you, happy birthday. Ooh. Didn't even spoil it for me. It didn't flip over. Libra, what can you be looking forward to for the month of September 2020? So, first of all, the Princess of Swords. Well, here you are, coming out in your energy, and there we go. There's the auto zoom. Princess of Swords, crossed by the Chariot. So, that is a truth which you have spoken with tact and grace, bringing in victory. Could be an idea that you've had. It's somewhat early on in the process, but it will lead you to victory. Let's look at the past. What do we have here? Seven of Pentacles, and it's in the reverse. There we go. I'm really sorry about the auto zoom, guys. This could have been a period of time where you quit a job. It could have been a project that you were working on to great dissatisfaction and you ended up abandoning it. Here's our current state of affairs. So, we have here, this would be like your sun sign. So this reading is for Libra, sun, moon, and rising. But this would be similar to how with your sun sign, that is what you put out to the world. And over here, this is similar to your rising sign in that it is what the world reflects back to you. And then here in the middle, we've got the truth. So there's three sides to every story. Here we have the Hanged Man, and that card is showing up in the upright. Maybe if it's over my face. Gosh, I'm so sorry about this auto zoom situation. There we go. He's coming out in the reverse. It could be about a sacrifice that you're unwilling to make for your own benefit. Or it could be about feeling like you're trapped in the doldrums and things are not moving forward. Here, again, we have sun sign energy, or we have your air sign energy of the Prince of Swords, but he's in the reverse. And then we have this Eight of Pentacles. Now, Eight of Pentacles is usually about a job situation, but in this particular deck, as you can see, she's got this snake coiled at her feet, ready to strike. A good amount of prudence and caution is needed in this situation. And with the Prince of Swords dashing headlong into the situation, it seems like that is not the energy that you are bringing. You're kind of just cutting ties for the sake of cutting ties. So here's the future card, but I want to look at your hopes and fears first. And it's the Hierophant. You could be excuse me. It's the Hierophant. You could be hoping for a marriage, or you could be invested in preserving the status quo. Now let's look at the future. What do we have here? We have the Ace of Cups, and it's in the reverse. goal or destiny, we have the Devil upright. And the final outcome, we have the Star. So, the Ace of Cups, it could be a new emotional situation coming in. Could be a new relationship, or even just a renewal of that energy. It is in reverse, but I think that has more to do with it being in the future than it being the negative aspects of that card. We do have the Devil and the Star coming out, and I see that as you being more than capable of conquering your demons and not allowing them to destroy you any further. Let us look at some of these things a little more deeply. So for that I will be using Micah Ulrich's Flux Arcana. This is the major arcana from the deck. I do think that the full deck has come out, but I only have the major arcana portion, which is fine, you know. Sometimes it's nice to just have the major arcana of a deck. Sometimes I would even pay quite a bit to have the major arcana of a deck if they are very, very interesting indeed. These didn't cost too much though, they're very reasonably priced. Alright, Libra, let's look at this situation with the Star and the Devil card. And let's look at this situation down here. And maybe we'll pull some cards for the Ace of Cups. We'll see how I feel when I get there. Honestly, I feel like these all go together, so I'm just going to put that up there. Yes? Let's start down here. This first card being the World in the reverse. The World and the Hanged Man card are kind of like bizarro versions of each other. In a perfect world, we have the World card, and in an imperfect world, we have the Hanged Man. And here, both of them are reversed. The next card we have is the Fool. And I think there's something about this. You're being a little naive with your willingness to cut things out of your life right now. We've got the Star coming out again. And normally I've been placing the pairs together when the major arcana come out together. I put them together, but because we have these cards up here, I'm not going to do that this time, Libra. Just keep in mind that Star energy is coming out in the upright, which is to your benefit. We've been having a lot of very complex, not necessarily complicated, but complex occurrences during this time. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming out in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune and the World card are also very similar to each other in that both have references to the tetramorph, the four fixed signs of astrology, and also their attachment to the four elements and the four archangels in the corners of the card. So, things having turned away from your favor, but probably just temporarily. This Wheel of Fortune did come out on top of the Hanged Man, so I'm going to take that as the Wheel of Fortune and the World card both kind of addressing that Hanged Man in the reverse energy. We have the Judgment card, and the Judgment card can be about harsh judgments from other people. It can also be about not putting in the a judgment is about like a trial by fire. It's about a religious experience that you undergo to reach the next level of initiation. And the Hanged Man card is very much like that as well. So I feel like there's somewhere where you've kind of halted your training because of how all of these other cards are coming out. And we have the High Priestess, and she's in the reverse. So this could be about secrets coming out, or this could be this rejection of this path. Yeah, and then we have the Hermit coming out as well. So I really sense that for some of you Libras out there, it's possible that you are on a specific course of study, possibly related to metaphysical or a esoteric school, or even a mundane school. Even if you were like in school for something, you might have put that on hold for right now. Yeah, let's look at this. So, right off the bat, we've got the Chariot and the Death card coming out together. There's a change for you, and it's a victory. And then, actually, as a matter of fact, we have the Devil card coming out again. Which is an additional victory. You having victory over your baser nature. But then we also have the Moon card and the Temperance card reversed. And in this situation with the Temperance card reversed, I feel like it's very much a things are kind of not in balance for you right now. So, then this Moon card being about obscurity, trickery, things being unclear, needing to walk a narrow path. Because you've rejected this particular thing, I know there are some orders and for obvious reasons I'm going to leave certain religious organizations unnamed, but I think you know what I'm talking about when I say that sometimes they don't just let you leave. And so I think there's going to be some struggle related to that, but you will easily come out you'll come out of it unscathed. You'll be fine. Let's look into some of these other things. Alright, so what do we have here? This opal is way off here in the future. So your mind is way over here in the distant future. We have a couple of opals over here by the moon and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's a lot about whatever this situation is that's very unclear to you still. And 2 opals appear by where I have the Devil stacked up. So maybe there wasn't just one thing that was causing problems for you, that was becoming your master. Maybe there were like a couple of things that you have let control you. We have this blue opal right here, and it's kind of drawing a line between the Hierophant and the Chariot here. So the key to your victory is going to be whatever this Hierophant represents to you, whether that is marriage or whether that is upholding the status quo or your moral high ground. We have an opal here and a turquoise here on the Chariot. And the Chariot card does have 2 different horses on it. One of them is white and the other is black, and that represents the duality between mercy and severity in the Tree of Life. Down here we've got this opal, and I think it's kind of rough side up. Yeah, this opal's rough side up, and it's on top of the High Priestess card in the reverse. That's tough secrets coming out. These are things that you would prefer other people didn't know. We have another turquoise cabochon here on the Wheel of Fortune, and it's on top of the Taurus, the Earth, or it could be Auriel, the Archangel. That corner of the card. Maybe you have Taurus in your chart. We have another faceted gemstone here over the Fool. Shine light into your ignorance, Libra. It will be to your benefit. Thank you so much for joining me today. It has been a true pleasure reading these cards for you. I love seeing you month after month, Libras, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. Don't forget to watch your other videos to get a more complete outlook, since these are general readings. I really appreciate your support here on my channel. If you feel like it, please do like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Maybe even comment down below. I do love hearing from you guys. If people write things that I feel like are negative, I tend to delete those comments. I hope you really won't take that personally. I do it for my own mental health and well-being, and I would hope the same for you as well. Most of the time, however, everybody's very overwhelmingly supportive, and I really appreciate that. I hope that you have a great month. If you have a birthday at the end of September, happy birthday to you. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you again very soon.